Welcome to the Comic Book Lounge. Today's video is going to be my entire collection of comic books and novels. So first we'll start on the comic book shelf, and we'll start with Marvel since they're the top shelf. I have a lot of books here, so I'll just skim through some of the, popular titles. You guys can pause the video if you want to see like the full thing while I skim through them. So we'll start at the first shelf. So we have on the left side basically the holy trinity of the MCU characters, which is Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. So we have Invincible Iron Man by Matt Fraction, his entire run. Then Captain America by Ed Brubaker. Then we go to Thor, God of Thunder, which is by Jason Aaron. Then we go to Civil War 2. Then we go to Hickman's kind of entire run of books. So we have Hickman's Fantastic Four, then Hickman's Avengers, and his crossover event books like Infinity and Secret Wars. And we got Avengers World, and then at the end here we have a bunch of Thanos books. So we have Thanos' run by Jeff Lemire, and also these huge Thanos books by Jim Starlin. We got, you can see there, we got Thanos versus Hulk and some other books. Then we go to the second Marvel shelf. So we got some of the stuff we got here. There's a lot of different titles. So we got Ultimates 2, some Spider-Man, some Old Man Logan, some Moon Knight, Inhumans. We got Secret War, Original Sin, then a bunch of X-Men books. So Grant Morrison's new X-Men run, Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men run, a few other X-Men runs, House of M, Messiah Complex, X-Men Second Coming, the Avengers vs. X-Men books, Age of Ultron, Avengers X-Men Axis, Secret Invasion, Siege. And then the end here we have Brian Michael Bendis books, so the whole New Avengers collection by Brian Michael Bendis. And at the end there you got Dark Avengers and Secret Avengers. And down here it starts the DC stuff. So here's like the entire DC Rebirth kind of imprint. So we start with like Superman by Tomasi, then Batman by Tom King, Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Corps, Aquaman, Cyborg, Titans, Deathstroke, Trinity, Justice League, Suicide Squad, Red Hood and the Outlaws. Oh, and also Justice League versus Suicide Squad, if you can see that there. Then we go down here, which is a bunch of, this is all the New 52 stuff. So my favorite kind of New 52 stuff is on the top shelf, because there's one more down here. So here's Jeff Johns' Green Lantern run, including Blackest Night. Then we got Batman Hush, one of my favorite Batman stories. Scott Snyder's entire Batman run, also one of my favorite runs. Got Batman Eternal, Batman and Robin Eternal. Then we got Detective Comics. We got Batman and Robin by Tomasi again. We got Justice League, Jeff Johns' Justice League run, which is also one of my favorites, such as like Darkseid War and stuff like that. And then Suicide Squad run, and an Aquaman run by Jeff Johns again. Then down here, we have some, the Flash run by Jeff Johns, including Flashpoint, the Flash run by Francis Manapul, Superman Action Comics, Wonder Woman, Superman Doomed, which is the Doomsday story, Superman Unchained by Scott Snyder, the entire not the entire Injustice, just I think the first 3 books, the entire JLA run by Grant Morrison, which is awesome too, Justice League 3000, Watchmen, Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis. So basically these are the old era books, starting from like Watchmen, Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis 52, the entire Grant Morrison Batman run, Got some books there like Shazam, Teen Titans, Convergence. So actually, yeah, that's not in order my favorite series, because some stuff from this shelf are kind of like leftover stuff, and the Grant Morrison, Batman, and Watchmen, all those great series are down there, so I have to do a little rearranging there. Then, yeah, we'll go on to this shelf. But first, down here, these are some other books I have because I have no space on the other shelf. So these are all the hardcover stuff I have from DC, such as Dark Knight's Metal, Batman the Dark Knight by Frank Miller, Batman Killing Joke. We have the Scott Snyder Justice League run, which is here as well. Man of Steel by Michael Bendis, Batman and Flash the Button. So these collections are incomplete. I still have to collect those. That's why I have them here as well. And here, this little stack here, are books that I have yet to read. So everything else you see on the shelf that are properly shelved, I've already read. These books I haven't read yet. So let's see. War of the Realms. Let me put that down here. Uncanny X-Men, Wolverine and Cyclops. Got a Joker book. JLA. Batman. That's Arkham Knight. Let me just go through some of these down here. Apologies if it's blurry, I'm recording with one hand. Oh, that's also Superman by Michael Bendis. We got the Batman Who Laughs and Batman Damned down here. So I'd have to get to those books at some point, start reading those. Then we'll start up top here for the novels. So kind of like, this is kind of like the sci-fi shelf. So I got Dune, the deluxe edition right here, which I'll make a video on it separately soon. Then we got Frank Herbert's Dune. This is just the paperback version. Then Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune, Heretics of Dune, and Chapter House Dune. And here I have another series called Hyperion by Dan Simmons. So the first book, Hyperion, and the second one, The Fall of Hyperion. Then we go down here. This is the entire Witcher series, which I just did a video on. And the first book in Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive series called The Way of Kings, which I have yet to collect the full thing. Then down here is George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series. So you see the Lands of Ice and Fire, which are all the maps. The World of Ice and Fire, basically like a history book, which I did a video on before. I did a video on this box set, 5-book box set, which is the entire series, A Song of Ice and Fire series that's out now. Then I got the 2 illustrated editions of the first 2 books. So A Game of Thrones, which is this book number 1. And then A Clash of Kings, which is book number 2. So I'm waiting for these to be released at some point. And I forgot to show some of my bookmarks that I have here. I like this one, Keep Calm and Read On. I have one in here, which is a black and gold one, which is pretty cool. Which, let me see if I'll just pull it out and show you quickly. I like this one a lot. And got one here, and a really old one here. So that's it for my comic book and novel collection. We'll see you guys next time.